Hello, my stitchy friends. It is Sunday, June 26th, 2022, and I am back with my regular Flosstube. I know I've been recording a lot of videos this week with my StitchCon recaps. I apologize, I have the hiccups. Of course I get the hiccups right as I sit down to record a Flosstube. But this is my back to my regular weekend Flosstube update. So today I have one whip to show progress on, a tiny little bit of haul, and then I thought I would talk a little bit about my plans for July and share a little project I worked on this weekend. So might be a little bit of a shorter than usual video, although we'll see. I sometimes say that and then the videos still end up being 20 minutes. So first thing to share is my whip for the week. So I don't know I think it was a combination of a little bit of a stitching hangover from StitchCon combined with a lot of catching up to do at work and at home after being gone for 4 days. But I didn't have the stitchy bug at the beginning of this week. I was either too busy or just not in the mood to stitch at the beginning of the week. So I only stitched, I think, Thursday and Friday this week. And Saturday yesterday. And all of it was on my focus piece for June, which is the Modern Folk Embroidery Pride Stitch Along. So that's the only whip I have to share today. As a reminder, this is the full pattern. Oh no, it isn't. That's the full pattern. Great. Sorry. Happy to entertain. Hiccups. Awesome. So this is the Modern Folk Embroidery Move Forward in Love Pride Stitch Along for 2022. And here is the progress that I have made so far this week. So actually quite a bit, considering I only stitched for about 30 minutes on Thursday and 30 minutes on Friday. And then I stitched for about an hour and a half yesterday. So I finished this flowered here and added kind of just a bunch of green around this stem here. And I've moved all the way down into, this is the center piece, right? That is this center piece right here. So starting to get into the large motif in the center, and added my first little bird. So some good progress on this. I put in about 350 stitches on this week, 250 of them yesterday. So that is my progress on this week. I'm going to continue to stitch this through. Hi, Molly. Hi. Yes, can you scoot, please? Thank you. Come on, keep moving. Your tail is still in shot. Okay. No. I'm going to continue to stitch on this through June, and then I just need to make a decision if I'm going to continue to stitch on this in July or put it away for a little bit. Part of it's going to depend on what I end up finalizing for my July plans, but I'm just having lots of fun stitching this. It's so beautiful, the colors and everything. And I'm excited that I'm kind of now getting to the middle because there are some bigger chunks of color in the middle that I think will stitch up pretty quickly and makes some fast progress. I love all these colors up here, but the frequent color changes sort of make you feel like you're making slower progress, right? But anyway, so that is my only whip for this week, and the progress that I have made on that. I am stitching that with all of the called for DMC, 2 strands of floss over 2 threads of fabric, and I am stitching on 32 count Lugana in the color Frost from Bestitch Me. All right, so that's my whip. I have a little bit of haul. Okay, yeah, oh no. Okay, don't want to be held. I have a little bit of haul. The only haul I have so far right now, I do have one other thing on order, but is the July pattern of the month from Stony Creek, which is Witchy Fox. So if you'll recall, this is a 4-part piece. The first pattern was released in April, and then May, and then June. Quite frankly, this was the one that made me want the whole thing because this fox is just adorable. So I got the fox and the button pack that goes with it from Stony Creek. So that actually arrived before I went to StitchCon. It's just my first opportunity to show it. And that's the only haul that I've had in the past couple of weeks beyond all the stuff I bought at StitchCon, which if you haven't seen that video, if you want to see my haul from StitchCon, I recorded a Flosstube extra If you've not seen it yet, you can go find that on my channel, or perhaps I'll link it as a pop-up on this video. And then yesterday, in part because I bought so many patterns at StitchCon, and I've been collecting patterns a lot over the last year or so. I used to keep everything in a binder. I think I've mentioned that before with like the sheet protectors, but I was outgrowing the binder. So I spent some time yesterday. I'm not sure how I'm going to get this in shot. There we go. And I had a bunch of these old cubes left over from when my kids were younger. We used it to store their toys and costumes and things like that. And they were just sitting collapsed, folded up in a closet. And I thought, rather than buy something new, why don't I just use these? And then I went on Amazon and bought these little clips. They're meant for like, well, I shouldn't say meant. They are sort of intended for pantry and linen closets and things like that. They come with a lot of pre-printed tags that are pantry and linen related, but they also came with a chalkboard marker that you could just write on directly. So I got that to just put on the bin. And then I had my mom cut some mat board for me to serve as dividers, and just use my label maker to make dividers. And so now I have my pattern. Let's see if I can do this. Sort of just all in here, divided by category. And this just sits on a shelf in my craft room / office. So this was something I spent some time on yesterday. I made a second bin. Again, if you saw my Instagram, you probably saw it, that I decided to call Pattern Kits on Vacation. So excuse me, all these hiccups. So projects that I've started, but either they had to get put in timeout for misbehaving, or I just kind of got bored of them or just needed to take a break. So they're whips that are on vacation. I have a bin for those as well. So that was something else that I did this weekend, just to kind of get my patterns organized in a way that not only fit better, but also made a little more sense, because the binder that I had them in before, there was no rhyme or reason to it. It was just sort of slapdash. It was chronological order in the order that I'd gotten patterns, but not really. And, there was holiday and seasonal stuff, and then other random stuff, and then some more holiday and seasonal stuff. So this is nicer. And kind of looks cool on my shelf too. All right. I told you this is going to be a shorter video. So really the only last thing I have to talk about today is we are somehow at the end of June already. And Friday is July 1st. And I've been thinking about what I want to do in July. I have a lot of whips that I'm having a lot of fun stitching on. The Modern Folk Embroideries, the SAL, the Pride SAL from them. My When Witches Go Riding that I haven't picked up since the beginning of May. So I kind of want to get back to that as well. But it also is July, right? And so lots of people stitch Christmas in July. And it would be kind of nice to maybe try and get a Christmas themed finish in time for the holidays, to have something new to hang up for the holidays. And of course, it's also the 4th of July. So I'm giving thought. I'm thinking about what I want to do. And here's kind of what I'm leaning toward right now. Not finalized yet. My next video, I'll give you the final decision. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do is make it a holidays in July. That's campy. But I'm thinking I'm going to work on my When Witches Go Riding from from Tiny Modernist. Just because Halloween's coming up. I know I won't finish it in time for Halloween, but it would be really great to make some good progress on it. So I might go back to that one in July. I think I am going to do some Christmas in July. I'm thinking what I might do is sort of have a new start, like the 1st and the 3rd weeks of July, or maybe just one. So I have 2 Christmas patterns. Well, really I have three Christmas patterns that I've been chomping at the bit to start, but I narrowed it down to 2. And so I just need to decide if I want to focus on just one of them or if I want to start both of them. So the first is Little House Needleworks, Jingle All the Way. Which in all fairness, I have to buy the floss still and pick out a fabric. But I just love this pattern. And I know that parts of it will stitch quickly, parts of it will take longer. So there's a part of me that kind of wants to start it because I know it'll take me a little longer to get it done. So it probably be ready for this Christmas, but maybe next. So that's one. And then the other one that is kitted up, ready to go, I have the fabric chosen, although I've gotten some new fabric, so I might change, is the Lizzie Kate Christmas Is, which those of us who stitch Lizzie Kate know most of them stitch up quite quickly. So this I probably almost certainly could get done. If not even in the month of July, I could certainly get it done before Christmas. So this is the other one that I'm thinking about starting. And that's kind of why I'm leaning toward maybe doing 2 starts, right? One that I know I can get done in time for Christmas. And then another one that I could start and make good progress on and hopefully have ready for next Christmas. So I'm thinking about those 2, whether to do both, whether to do just one. The other one, since it's sitting right here, that I'm also chomping at the bit to start is this one, which I'm not sure whether it will stitch up quickly or not. I mean, it's backstitch, it's words, which tend to be very quick. So I would think that it would stitch up very quickly. But it's also backstitch and words, which sometimes don't go quickly. So I'm not sure. But this one also is already all kitted up. Not that you can see it in here, but I have fabric, I have the floss. I mean, it's only one color of floss, well, 2 colors of floss. So again, I could start this one like as soon as I turn off this video if I want. But I thought trying to start 3 in July was a bit ridiculous. Like then I probably am setting myself up to not finish any of them. So I think this one's gonna have to wait a little bit longer because these 2 get me more excited. So I just have to decide whether I want to do both of those or just focus on one. And then because it is July 4th, even though I'm still sort of reeling from the recent events and feeling like I don't have as much independence as I did before Friday. Anyway, I was thinking about starting this one on the 4th as a 4th of July start. Again, I feel like this would also stitch up quite quickly. Obviously, it wouldn't be ready for the 4th if I'm not starting it until the 4th, but it would be something that I could finish and FFO in time for next summer. So I'm pretty set on starting this July 4th, or maybe the weekend before July 4th. So my kids are with their father for the weekend, but then they're back with me on the 4th. So I'm not sure how much stitching I want to do actually on the 4th. So I might start this on the 3rd as like a July 4th Eve. I'm probably giving you way more information than you're interested in, but this is a definite for July, assuming that I have all the floss, which I'm pretty sure I do because it's all DMC. And just need to pick a fabric, which I have plenty of fabric. So I just need to kit this one up, which I will probably, I will definitely do this week so that it's ready for starting on the 3rd or the 4th, whatever I end up deciding. So those are my plans for July. I'm definitely going to do Christmas in July. I just need to decide, and I would love your thoughts and opinions. Although I'm sure you will all enable me and say, do them both. I just need to decide whether I'm going to do both or just focus on one. I think I'm thinking this out as I'm talking. I think maybe I'll start this one. I'll plan to start this one at the beginning of July, and then see how I'm going with it. If I feel like I'm making really good progress, then maybe I'll start this one. Like if I think I might finish this one, then I'll start this one as well. If I'm making slow progress, then maybe I'll kind of make it a game time decision. So this will be like Christmas in July, start 1. And this will be, if needed, maybe. That's the plan for now, I guess. And then Firework Kisses by Primrose Cottage, I'll start on July 3rd. And then I will smatter in my Tiny Modernist When Witches Go Writing along the way. So I promised it would be shorter, and it actually was. Sitting here at about 14 minutes, and I really don't have anything else to share today in terms of stitching. So would love your thoughts and votes on my Christmas in July patterns, if you think I should do them both or just focus on the one. Would love to hear what your July stitchy plans are, if you have thought about them yet, whether you're going to be doing Christmas in July or whether you do something else. And I guess that's it. Thanks again, as always, for watching. If you're new to my channel, thank you for visiting. I hope that you will subscribe and like the video and choose to come back and spend some more time with me in the future. And have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care of each other, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in a week. Bye.